Gears of War series has always had one of the most impressive multiplayer suites in any video game. But of course, that's just not enough. Epic has added a new mode to Gears of War 3 called Beast Mode. Hey, what's up guys? Obviously it's Captain Obvious, and this is my overview of Beast Mode in Gears of War 3. Without playing Beast Mode, it may seem like a sort of backwards horde mode, where you're the Locust trying to attack the defenders, and they're just trying to fend for their lives. In reality, this is not true. You're the one fending for your life, because if you do not complete a new wave in a set amount of time, you will be obliterated by the Hammer of Dawn. Because of the stress of always having a clock telling you how much time left you have to kill the enemies, Beast Mode is probably one of the hardest solo game types to play in this game. Though your minute will always be increased as long as you kill enemies or destroy fortifications, it's still an incredibly challenging mode to play, even on casual, which I am in this game right now. As you advance through the waves, the amount of enemies increase. There's two main categories of enemies. You have your heroes, and you have your typical stranded or cog gear. Cog gears and stranded can be killed conventionally as in any multiplayer game type except for execution, where you just have to shoot them. The heroes have to be executed, which is a very difficult mechanic to get around. Because if you're playing a long-range player like I am in this, the Savage Drone, you have to get up close and personal. And you see in this situation here, I'm surrounded by like 3-4 guys. But if all 3 or 4 of them were heroes, I would be screwed by now because you have to execute each and every one of them. Even though some of the monsters you can play as in this game type have one-hit kill weapons like Boomer or the Digger, that doesn't apply to the heroes. They still get down, and you still have to either shoot them again with that one-hit kill weapon, or go up to them and bash them in the face. Another game mechanic that makes this really, really hard is the presence of turrets and barriers. The barriers really slow you down, which give you so much time to be shot by those turrets. And because you're playing against AI, they always know where you are, increasing in difficulty. The selection of Locust monsters you can play as is surprisingly very, very small. There's only about 15 guys you can play as, while I believe there are like 20 or 30 total that you will battle throughout the campaign and horde mode. The lack of the extra monsters you can play as is a key component to the fact that this game type has low replayability in my opinion. Though you can play on different maps, play with different people, your player characters are never going to change. Contributing to this is the fact that only like 3 or 4 of them are really solid characters to play as, because they're the ones who can do the most damage. Other things are just awful. They're either really weak, have really weak attacks, or just really, really slow and making great targets for turrets and silverbacks. If the co-op functionality were not added into this game type, I would probably never play it again after I got the medal for completing it on Insane. There is no difficulty in the game past like wave 4 or 5. On solo at least, because in co-op you have other people taking the money. In solo, at wave 5, you have just enough money, you have unlocked the 4th row of monsters, and you can play as that Berserker. The Berserker is nearly invulnerable, he will rarely be killed, and you can just bash through all the cover and the enemies in your way, and basically you win the game right when you unlock it. My hopes for the future of this game type are release more monsters with DLC. I know that it's probably not going to happen, it's an empty wish, but it would be really great if they would do it. Also, maybe add more game mechanics like multipliers, the mutators from horde mode are pretty cool. Just some more things to increase the replay value of Beast Mode, because as of right now, it's really lacking in that, you know, addictive feel that multiplayer and horde mode all have. I hope you take some of my opinions to heart, especially the ones about replay value and what the potential this game type has in the future. Follow me on Twitter. You can get all the updates on videos and games and stuff like that. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.